Hi, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're well. I'm doing okay. It's a very wet, chilly morning here and I hope the lighting's all right. I've been trying to play around with it, but it's just gloom fest at the moment, isn't it? So we'll do the best we can. Today's video is a review of my January spending. So I will tell you about the things I spent, any income I got on the side from selling things on eBay, Vinted, that kind of thing, and also what I wanted to buy but didn't. So let's get started, shall we? January has been a terrible month. Oh my goodness. And I'll come to my plans for February at the end of the video. So stick around for that because change needs to happen. Okay, so January started off. If you already watched some of my videos, you might know that I went away for my birthday with my son and his partner. We had a lovely time. And for my birthday, I got some money, which was totally unexpected, absolutely lovely. So I bought 2 fleeces from Mountain Warehouse and they were £20, so £10 each. And I used my birthday money to buy those because I'm not buying clothes this year. But seeing as the money wasn't my money to start with, it was a gift, then I allowed myself that. I also had, a Hobbycraft voucher for £5, and that was because I have a reward card with them, and because it was my birthday, they gave me a £5 voucher to spend in the shop. So I thought, okay, thank you very much. So I bought a ball of grey yarn to make a hat, and that was £4.50. I bought a pair of knitting needles from a charity shop for 50p because I hadn't got the right size and I didn't want to pay full price. They don't normally have them on display because I think they're considered weapons or could be used as weapons. So if you do want knitting needles from a charity shop, just ask somebody who's working in there and they've probably got some out back that you can have a look through. I bought 4 cereal bowls in a sale in Sainsbury's, they're Habitat bowls, and they were on sale for £1.49 each. No, I'm sorry, £1.45 each. I bought 4 of those because I was down to 2 cereal bowls, and just sometimes I don't put the dishwasher on often enough, so it's best to have a few extras that I could just use up before I put the dishwasher on. Whatever 4 times £1.45 is, what's that, about £6, just under £6. I bought some vitamin B complex tablets in the hope that it would help my energy. So I bought those, they were £7.99. I bought some new colouring pencils for £5. The ones I got kept breaking and they were doing my head in. Every time I sharpened them, the lead fell out and just nuts. But these new ones are very good and you just sharpen them and they stay in a nice point and they don't snap. Although I already had some for ease of existence, the new ones are much better. So I'm not sad that I spent £5 on a new set. I've had a lot of problems with my car. My car broke down the beginning of January and I had to get a tow vehicle to take me to the garage and have repairs done. And I was sitting in the car freezing for about 4 hours before they came to me. So yeah, January has not been good. And I had to get an Uber at one point because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take for them to get the tow truck to me, because I was in a supermarket car park and the vehicle that they needed to bring to get my car onto the back of was too long to get around the car park. So I had to wait until the shop closed, the car park emptied so that they could get the vehicle in and then tow it to the garage. So that was a whole palaver. And I went away from the car for a bit just to get warm and go to the toilet. And I had to pay, well, it was £6, just under £6. But because it was the first time I'd used the Uber app, I got it for £4.98. So that was money that I could have done without spending. I bought myself a bunch of carnations for £2.49. I don't very often buy myself flowers, but I do like having them in the house. They cheer me up every time I look at them. So that was a nice little treat for myself. I had to have the car repaired after it was towed to the garage, and that cost me £119.99. £4.99, and considering I'd already spent £640 on the car in December, me and the car are not friends at the moment. I bought a crafting kitchen trolley. You might have seen the short where I was assembling it, and that's very useful. I've got it by my chair with my knitting stuff on it, and it's got a flat top so I can put a drink on there and whatever else. And that was £14.99, which I thought was quite a good price. I had my MOT and service a couple of days ago, and that was £156.98. So my car has cost me the best part of £800-900 in about 6 weeks. Why we're not friends. I had a dental checkup and that cost me £27.40, and I bought some vegetable seeds for my allotment for £4.63. Now, whether I get them sown and I get the allotment sorted before the season takes off, I do not know, but I bought them because it gives me hope that things will change and I can get back up there and do what I love to do up there. I'm really missing it, and I know that when I go back it's going to be an absolute state. Having those seeds give me hope that A, the weather is going to get better, and B, that I am going to be back on my feet and able to do the allotment for this coming season. Okay, so that's what I bought. Yeah, major part of that was car costs and the dentist, which I could have done without both. Some of the other things was using birthday money. That's fine. That's mine to choose what I want to do with. And the other things, did I need them? Probably not. I get quite down at this time of year, especially because I can't do the things I want to do. January income, extra income. I got super thanks from one of my subscribers. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. For $5. I earned, well, I got an eBay payment for £45.72. Now, eBay used to pay you straight away for each item you sold, and now they seem to have gone to this system of keeping it all in their bank account until they decide to give it back to you, which I think is a tad unfair. So I earned £45.72 off whatever the period was between payments. I earned £8 off Vinted. I sold a skirt on Vinted, and 2 people used the link in my description to buy me a coffee to support the channel, and they donated $5 each. So thank you very much to all the people that donated and supported the channel that way. That's really lovely and kind, and I appreciate it very, very much. No YouTube money in January. If you don't know, to get a YouTube payment you have to earn over £60 a month to get a payment, and I was way under that. So no money this month. Hopefully there might be a payment in February. That would be lovely. So if you could like and subscribe and support my channel that way, leave a comment, and also if you could let the adverts run for a little bit. I know they're a bit boring, but it all helps and supports the channel. Okay, so that was some income. I was quite pleased with that. I don't expect any eBay or Vinted money next month because I haven't really got anything up there to sell, so we shall see. What did I want but didn't buy? So I know there's more things than this, and I kept forgetting to write them down, but you know me, if you've watched me before, it's usually books, it's usually stuff for my hobbies, it's usually clothes, stuff from charity shops. So yeah, if it's sparkly or I see it and think, oh, that will improve my life, then I want it. I'm a little magpie. But these are the things I wrote down that I definitely wanted but didn't buy. So a pair of boots for £15. We've got a charity shop. They quite often have new with tags things from other shops, and the boots were part of the donation that they'd been given by the shop. So they were £15. I think they were reduced from something like 69. So, I mean, they would have been a great bargain, but I didn't need them. I didn't buy them. A knitting book from Oxfam, which is a charity shop in the UK, if you didn't know. That was £2.99. I didn't buy that. I know that there's a copy kicking around in my local library, so I have no need to have my own copy. I can just go and borrow that one if I want to. A jumper for £24.99. Can't tell you anything about that. Can't remember where I saw it, what colour it was. absolutely no idea, which proves that I didn't need it. This one made me laugh. A ball of wool mug. Now this mug was designed like, you know, a ball of wool, and then the handle, and it had got some sort of little caption on it. And it was £12.99, which to me is expensive for a mug at the best of times, but just because I'm knitting a hat does not mean that I need a ball of wool mug to drink my coffee out of while I'm knitting the hat. You know, it won't make me a better knitter, will it, having a mug? So I'm very glad I didn't buy that. It's quite cute, but I didn't need it. And then another one, because I was getting influenced by knitters on YouTube videos, and this lady had signed up to a yarn subscription box. So every month throughout the year, she got 2 little skeins of very, very nice hand-dyed yarn, and they were beautiful colours. It was lovely. You know, it's still quite exciting to get a parcel, isn't it, through the post. And I got suckered in, so I went on the website and had a look at what they were offering, and yes, it was beautiful. And no, I can't afford it and don't need it. So if I'd have signed up to that subscription box, then it would have been £10 a month minimum, depending on what type of yarns you wanted in your box each month. But £10 a month was the minimum. So I didn't buy that, and yeah, I don't need it. I do not need it. Okay, so it's been a bit of a rough start to the year. It was all going really nicely when I was away for a few days, and then I got back and reality slapped me around the face, as it has a habit of doing. So yeah, my car is a major cost at the moment. Not happy with it, but such is life. Moving forwards into February. February needs to be a no spend month. Now, I said that I was doing another low spend year. I didn't do great last year, but I've learned a lot, so I'm putting that into place. But I think February, to claw back a little bit of what I've had to spend this month in January, I will be doing a no spend. Obviously paying my bills, groceries, you know, cleaning products, usual stuff that you have to have, but without the extras, without the things I don't need. So it's a need basis, not a want basis. Still sticking with the buying no books. I've been very good at that. I haven't actually bought a book yet this year, which is a gold star for me, really is. No books, no clothes, no shoes. That all stays the same, but I am not buying myself anything. So keep me accountable, please. I'm terrible. I forget that I'm doing these things until I've sort of made the purchase, and then I suddenly think, oh my goodness, I wasn't supposed to be doing that, was I? So please keep me accountable. Luckily, February is a short month, so that might help. But I have to knuckle down and do this. March, we can go back to being a low spend if I do a no spend in February. Otherwise, it will have to roll over. So watch this space. How are you doing on your low spend, no spend? How's January been for you? Has it been 114 days, or has it gone quite quickly? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're all getting on, and whether you have any advice for me for a low spend month. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye for now.